All right. Good morning, everybody. Luis Morales here, health fitness specialist with Exos at Autodesk. Like I said, 7:30 in the morning. It is time for some movement prep and then cardio crush, starting the week off right on the movement note. So let's go ahead and get right into it. What we're going to be doing is movement prep for about 10-ish minutes. We'll also do a little bit of warm up for cardio crush. We'll then jump right into that, cool down, and then get out of here for the rest of our days. So what we're going to start with here today in cardio or movement prep, I should say, is we're going to start in standing. I'm going to go ahead and set our timer here so we don't lose track of time. We're going to go ahead and stand. Just make sure you have some space around you here. What we're going to start with is a nice slow march. And so what we want to do is make sure we can kind of develop balance on one leg, and whatever leg that we're kind of starting on, want to make sure that we're squeezing that glute, trying to make the pelvis nice and stable. Then we can slowly switch, moving those arms nice and exaggerated as well, using our feet to grip the ground, waking up those core muscles, standing up nice and tall. Breathing into that tight stomach. I know it's hard to breathe whenever we have that core turned on. This is a great way to practice it though. Driving those knees up around hip level. It's okay to be a little wobbly. I'm wobbling here this morning just as we're warming up. Make sure we're breathing still. No need to hold the breath. Just a nice slow march, really engaging those glutes every time. Those are going to be the key to lots of stability in the hip here. Keeping that lower part of the spine where we want it to be. Let's do one more each side here. Waking those glutes up after a nice weekend. All right, last one on this side. Big squeeze those glutes. Good job, everybody. All right, let's slowly bring those arms and legs down. Give yourself a little bit of a shake. We're starting to wake up now. All right, next up, you guys, we're gonna go ahead and get down onto the ground. Hands and knees here. What we're gonna do is further kind of warm up the core and the extremities at the same time. So planting those hands kind of right under the shoulders here and the knees right under the hips. What we're going to go into is a quadruped plank. So curl those toes up under the feet. We're then going to push down through those toes, weight both in the hands and the toes. We're elevating the knees up off the ground just an inch or two. The core is really tight. My back is nice and flat. And right here, we're just going to try and hang out for a few breaths. Should feel nice and stable here, guys. I know we're going to start to feel it in the legs and the quads here in a moment, but make sure we can kind of draw out some nice 90-degree angles. Shoulders, knees, hips. Building up some really good tension through the front of the body here. And then for the head and neck area, just try and think staring contest with the ground. It doesn't help that we pull our heads up or let the head hang too much. We want to keep that spine mainly in line. So it's staring contest with the ground. All right, we're starting to burn. So one more good breath. Big exhale and let yourself down. Nice work, everybody. Nice work. Okay, getting the blood flowing just a little bit more. Let's go ahead and now get into a really great way to kind of warm the body up here in the morning, and that is through a little bit of rotation. So we're going to lie down on our sides here on the ground. I'm going to move my camera so you guys can see what I'm doing. So we're starting down here, lying down on our sides. Doesn't matter which side you start on. Whatever we're doing, we're having the knees stacked up on top of each other, up around hip level. And this is so our lower spine can kind of stay put. So from here, with both of our arms outstretched in front of us, what we're gonna do now is do some rotation. So rotating, we wanna open up like a big book. That top hand, we're gonna follow that top hand with our head. Open up as far as we can. Looking over the shoulder past that thumb. Taking a moment to breathe in this position. It's probably first few reps here are going to be tight, and then we'll close that book, watching the hand come back all the way, turning that head and neck. Let's do a couple more here. First couple ones are always going to feel stiff, especially in the morning. So don't worry. Just do what you can here, guys. Breathe. Focus on the breathing, helping you release some tension here. Let's do one more on the side. Keep moving that head as much as you can to follow that hand, looking past that hand. Nicely done, you guys. Nicely done. We're closing the book now. Let's switch it on over to the other side. All right, guys. So same deal here. Pretty much the same setup. On our sides here, knees stacked up on top of each other. They're going to stay glued in place. That top arm is going to open up like a big book. You're going to look past that thumb as it goes all the way as far as it can go. You can pause and take a breath in this position. And then bring it all the way back, nice and slow. Turning our head and neck the whole way. So 2 more here. Twisting the spine early in the morning. It's just not going to feel so stiff for the rest of the day, hopefully. All right, guys, 2 down, 1 to go. Let's keep moving nice and slow. Staying relaxed for the time being. All right, last open book here. Really stretching it out. And now we're closing it. Nice and controlled. Beautiful. All right, you guys, so slowly take your time, make your way up to seated and then standing. What we're going to do next is we're going to actually further warm up a little bit for cardio crush by doing some seal jacks. So once we get up into standing, what we're going to do, make sure you have some space around you. So for those who are unfamiliar with seal jacks, very similar to jumping jacks, except the arm movement is not up overhead. It's more from out here, outstretched palms, coming in to kind of clap. You don't have to clap here in the middle, but moving the arms back towards the midline and then out and away from the midline. So same movement with the legs. We're going to do about 5 of them here to warm our bodies up, kind of tie all that movement we just did together, and then get right into cardio crush. So wherever you guys are at, let's try and do 5 of these. Here we go. Moving a little bit quicker now. Good job, guys. Good job. If jumping jacks work better for you, feel free to do those. All right, so now we're feeling a little bit more pumped up, a little bit more awake. Let me go ahead and explain what's going on with cardio crush. All right, guys, so the movement that we're going to be doing today primarily is going to be a 3-way lunge. So we're going to need some adequate space around us here just to make sure that at wherever we're standing, that we can lunge forward, do a side lunge, and then also do a lunge behind us. So a little bit of space in front, space out to the side, space behind us. That's all we're really going to need today. We're going to be working at 1 leg at a time. And so for our intervals, we're going to start by going 2 minutes on, 30 seconds off. We're going to do that for 2 rounds, and then we're going to go 3 minutes on, 30 seconds off for another 2 rounds. It's going to add up to about 12 minutes of work. And so during cardio crush, guys, I like to highlight the importance of nasal breathing. This really helps increase work capacity over time, anaerobic. So what we want to do is be breathing in through the nose as much as possible throughout. You're not going to hear me doing it a whole lot because I got to be talking. However, I'm going to try and do it as much as I can during rest periods. And if this is new to you, I definitely recommend starting during rest periods and trying to work your way up to nasal breathing as much as possible. It's going to feel weird at first, but you can definitely do it. I have faith in you guys. So we're going to go ahead and start with the right leg on this three-way lunge. I'm going to go ahead and get the clock set up here. So again, guys, we're going to be working for 2 minutes, resting for 30 seconds. All right, guys. So to start, we're going to be stepping with that right leg. So whatever way you need to be facing, guys, so that the right leg and that side lunge is all good with the space. Go ahead and get set up there now. Make sure you guys got some water around. It's okay to take breaks throughout. All right, let's get this going here. 3, 2, 1. All right, we're moving. Okay, so starting with the forward lunge, the right is the one that's stepping. Want to make sure that we have space around us. We're just repeatedly going through these motions, going out front, to the side, behind, getting some good movement in a couple planes of motion here to start the day. Left foot is staying planted like a tree. Not doing a whole lot of movement. We want to make sure that when we step forward and when we step to the side, that the knee is not kind of coming inside towards the arch of the foot. It's more shooting out towards the outside of those pinky toes and towards the outside of the foot generally. Good work, you guys, good work. These are kind of long intervals, so pace doesn't have to be crazy. Just want to keep moving. That is the goal. Keep moving, keep breathing through the nose if you can. Good work, everybody. Good work. We're already a minute and 15 seconds in. Good job, everybody. Good job. 30 more seconds, then we're resting. Good work, everybody. 10 seconds, got a few more in us. All right, 3, 2, 1, and we're resting. All right, you guys, so 30-second rest going down right now, trying to breathe in through the nose as much as possible. We're gonna be doing the same thing, other leg coming up here next. 10 seconds. All right, so this time we're planting that right leg, stepping forward to the side and then behind. All right, here we go. 2 minutes. Take your time, guys. Does not have to be super, super fast straight out of the gate here. Remember, we do have longer work intervals coming up. Lots of lunges to start the day here, guys. Lots of lunges. Very good chance I will be addressing this in the stretch break later today. Good job, guys. Good job. getting better. You got it. Good work, everybody. Good work. Got about 30 seconds left. Good job, everybody. Getting better at these lunges today. Lots of practice. Practice makes perfect. All right, 3, 2, 1. All right, guys, stand up nice and tall. Grab some water if you need to. It's time for some rest. All right, you guys, final 7 minutes. We're gonna go ahead and up our work intervals to 3 minutes long now. All right, we are back to moving with the right leg, left leg staying planted. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. All right, guys, 3 minutes of work here now. We're at 7 minutes. We're not stopping till 4. Good work, guys. Good work. Nothing fancy about this workout today. Just want to get better at the capacity while moving at a decent pace. Trying to nail down these lunge patterns. It's okay if you're not going all the way, knee to the ground, or super wide and super deep into that lunge. That is all right. Do what you can. Just getting a little bit better today. Good work, everybody. Don't get lazy with those arches. Keep those arches up. Keep those toes engaged. Keep those glutes engaged. We're working here, guys. Got about 1:30 left here. So we're about halfway through this interval. Try and keep it constant here, guys. Remember, we really want to build that work capacity. Just generally moving, breathing in through the nose, trying to control all that. Good work, everybody. Good work. Constant movement. That is the name of the game. Grab some water if you need to, though, guys. Hydration is important. Keep breathing through that nose as much as possible. I got about 30 seconds left here. Good work, guys. Good work. Lots of lunges today. Come on, 15 seconds left here. Let's leave it all on the table out for this side. Almost done. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. And we're resting, guys. Breathing in through the nose as much as we can. All right, guys, we're about to embark on that final 3-minute work interval. So this time the right foot is staying planted. We're lunging with our left. We're gonna try and stay moving the entire time, breathing through the nose as much as we can. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, we're moving. Take your time here, guys. Doesn't have to be super quick. We're not going for a time trial here. If you're now stepping with your non-dominant side, maybe take a little bit more time. Try and zero in on, the stability issues, if there are any. If you're feeling a little bit more tight or just a little unstable, it's okay to take an extra second or two on each rep. Slow down your pace a little bit. Make sure that the rep is quality over everything else. That's how we improve. Good work, guys, good work. Legs are gonna be tired after this one this morning, but that's all right. Still breathing in through the nose as much as possible here, guys. Good job, everybody, good job. Stay moving. Do the best you can with those knees. Check out over the toes, the outside toes, the outside part of the foot. Good job, everybody, good job. We're working here, guys. We are almost to the end. We got about 1 minute left. Final minute. Let's keep it all connected. Try and stay working, guys, in this final minute. Have a little bit of time to rest and cool down after. Let's keep those legs moving. Good work, everybody, good work. Final 30 seconds here, guys. Good job, everybody, good job. Final 15 seconds, guys. Keep doing those nose breaths. Almost done, here we go. Keep working. 3, 2, 1, and let's rest. Good work, everybody, good work. All right, final 30 seconds of rest here, guys. I'm gonna let the clock run out. Go ahead and stand up. Get some water if you need to. Walk around just a little bit. Great work, everybody, great work. All right. That is the timer telling us that we are pretty much done with that workout. Now the workout today is designed to be, more work, less rest. We kind of did it for a shorter time, so we kind of condensed it. Way to go, you guys, way to go. Okay, so now we have some adequate time here for our cool down. Let's go ahead and get down onto the ground, onto one knee. We'll go ahead and start by restoring some range, stretching out those hips, front and back. So starting down here on the ground, guys, one knee down, what we're gonna do is find that really good hip flexor stretch. So I got my left knee down here. What I'm looking for is this left glute back here to squeeze, to turn on. And then basically that brings my pelvis, kind of rotates it back. Can now kind of find a slight stretch in the front of the hip here. Now what we can do is kind of push the hips forward a little bit, exaggerate that stretch. But it's key that we keep that glute on. Just trying to stretch out that area. Slowly calming the breathing down. Take your time here, guys. We got some good time, so we're stretching for a little bit longer here today. Keep that glute squeeze. I know it's tough. I know we're just using those muscles a lot. It's hard to keep certain muscles squeezed for a long time. Got to train our brain to do it though. Brain is capable. A couple more breaths here. Well done, you guys. All right, let's let off the tension there in the glute. We'll shift our way back onto that left knee. What we're gonna do next is to go ahead and extend that front leg. So front leg is kind of now straight out, heel is resting on the ground. What we'll do now is kind of push the hips back, come forward a little bit. And we're now reaching for the knee, the shin, the ankle, whatever we can kind of rest our hands on. Maybe it's the ground. We're trying to feel a nice kind of stretch through the back of that leg, maybe top of the calf, through the hamstring. And once you find a stretch with that kind of has medium intensity for you, let's go ahead and continue to breathe into that belly, trying to expand that lower rib cage with each breath. And a nice kind of long exhale, trying to lengthen it out every time. Taking it nice and slow here, guys. Good work, everybody. With each exhale, we're kind of melting a little bit more into that stretch. Good job, everybody. Good job. One more big breath. All right, guys. So slowly straighten yourself back up and pull that knee into being bent in the front again. And then we'll go ahead and switch sides here. All right, you guys. So other leg is in front. Now we're going to go through that same checklist in order to stretch out the front of that right hip or whatever hip that you have with the same knee on the ground. So let's check in with that glute, squeeze that glute. Might already be feeling a little bit of a stretch here, guys. So push it forward a little bit, only if you need to. Got to keep that glute nice and squeezed. Let's start to breathe into that stomach. Keeping the tummy kind of tight, belly button in towards the spine. Deep inhales going into that tension in the front of our hips. Well done, everybody. Well done. Keep that glute squeezed. All right, one more big, long breath here, guys. Nicely done. All right, same thing as the other side. Let's shift our weight back. We're gonna go ahead and extend that front leg. You can then come down to reach for that leg or the ground. Medium intensity stretch is what we're looking for here, guys. Now we can start to breathe into that lower rib cage, into that stomach area. Good, just letting the hamstring and the calf melt a little bit with every exhale. Good job, everybody, good job. Let that stretch sink in a little bit. Remember, we don't want it to be too intense. If it's really feeling like it's not letting go, after a few breaths, go ahead and ease up on yourself just a little bit. Be easy on yourself this morning. All right, one last breath here, guys. Big breath. Nice long exhale. Slowly bring ourselves up. Bring that knee to bend. All right, you guys. Thank you so much for joining me this morning. Movement Prep and Cardio Crush. I am back in the Bay Area, as you can see. Don't forget to check out Slack and SharePoint for everything going on. That is Exos. There's a stretch break later today at 3 p.m. I'll probably be doing more regeneration recovery from this session and the weekend in general. So thanks for joining me. We'll see you guys next time.
Thanks, Luis.
Good job, Dan. See you later.